top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's Robertson. That's caught. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From the gun, give on the inside. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Looking for a man, it's Robertson. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
to fire on second down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Punt is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Raiola. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in, it's Barney. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just keep slinging it. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Bears will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Prentice. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 28 to Ole Miss. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to the left.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry up. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Hunter. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Parker. Turning it on! Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. The throw. Got a man. It's Hunter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it up. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. On target to the left. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The sure hands, it's Cameron. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Prentice. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They just
breaks into the open. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Raiola. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moving away from pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Finds his man. It's Wilson. There he goes. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. But you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The give to the tailback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Lets it fly. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Bears are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Gets it out quickly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 27 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this had better work for him. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The Bears inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the deep shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.